Hero's journey. You ever noticed that many stories seems to have a similar pattern? There's always a protagonist who goes on an adventure, make new friends, encounters roadblocks, fight a bad guy or enemies, and returns home as a changed person. In fact, we can sum it up for you in two words: hero's journey. Hello to all, I am Mahesh Kumar Mishra and today I am going to discuss about the topic hero's journey. In books like The Hero with a Thousand Faces, The Power of Myth, and The Inner Reaches of Outer Space, Joseph Campbell reported on the synthesis he found while comparing the myths and legends of many cultures. The hero's journey was his all-embracing metaphor for the deep inner journey of transformation that heroes in every time and place seems to share, a path that leads them through great moments of separation, descent, ordeal, and return. Instead of focusing on the many differences between cultural myth and religious stories, however, Campbell looked for the similarities, and his studies resulted in what's called the monomyth. The monomyth is a universal story structure. It's a kind of story template that takes a character through a sequence of stages. The main character in the monomyth is the hero. The hero isn't a person but an archetype, a set of universal images combined with specific patterns of behavior. Now think of a protagonist from your favorite film. He or she represents the hero. The storyline of a film enacted the hero's journey. The hero archetype resides in the psyche of every individual, which is one of the primary reasons we love hearing and watching stories. Joseph Campbell began identifying the pattern of this monomyth. Over and over again, he was amazed to find this structure in the cultures he studied. He saw the same sequences in many religions, including the stories of Gautam Buddha, Moses, and Jesus Christ, etc. You can also find many stories in his book, The Hero with a Thousand Faces. Main stages of the hero's journey. The adventure of heroes always have three essential stages. As journey begins, transformation or progression of changes also seen into the story, script and screenplay. Stage 1. Departure. Campbell called the initial stage departure or the call to adventure. The hero departs from the world he knows. In a film, Matrix, Neo gets unplugged from the Matrix with the help of Morpheus and his crew. Luke Skywalker leaves his home planet to join Obi-Wan to save the princess. Same with the Harry Potter and other heroes. In the departure stage, you leave the safety of the world you know and enter the unknown. Campbell writes of this stage in The Hero with a Thousand Faces. This first step of the mythological journey, which we have designated the call to adventure, signifies that destiny has summoned the hero and transformed his spiritual center of gravity from within the pale of his society to a zone unknown. Stage 2. Initiation. Now the hero must face a series of trials and tribulations. The hero's journey isn't safe. The hero is tested in battle, skill, and conflict. The hero may not succeed in each action, but must press on. The hero will meet allies, enemies, and mentors with supernatural aid throughout the initiation stage. Stage 3. Return. Having endured the trials and hardship of the adventure, the hero returns home. But the home is no longer the same. An internal transformation has taken place through the maturation process of the experiences. Neo embraces his destiny and liberates himself from the convention of the Matrix. Luke is now a Jedi and has come to peace with his past. The hero's journey in drama. In Three Uses of a Knife, famed playwright David Mamet suggests a similar three-act structure for plays and dramas. Act 1 Thesis. The drama present life as it for the protagonist, the ordinary fall. Act 2 Antithesis. The protagonist faces opposing forces that send him into an disharmony. Act 3 Synthesis. The protagonist attempts to integrate the old life with the new one. Your life and hero's journey. Before we explore the steps of monomyth more closer, let's look at what these phases reveal about our self-development and the individuation process. Stage 1 represent our comfort zone. We feel safe here because it is known to us. Stage 2 and 3, however, represent the unknown. Embracing the unknown means letting go of safety. Abraham Maslow points out that we are confronted with an ongoing series of choices throughout life between safety and growth, dependence and independence, regression and progression, immaturity and maturity. Maslow writes in Towards the Psychology of Being, we grow forward when the delights of growth and the anxiety of safety are greater than the anxiety of growth and the delights of safety. It becomes clear here why so many of us refuse the call to adventure. We cling to safety of known instead of embracing the delight of growth that only comes from the unknown. 12 Steps of Hero's Journey.